we try to find clients, companies, taxpayers, ways to save on their tax liability through tax credits, incentives, deductions. So there's all kinds of programs out there. We focus on credits that a company can get by doing regular business activities. So, there's a bunch of programs where you can buy into a fund or purchase a credit at typically 90 cents on the dollar. We don't focus on those. We focus on, we call it a four-legged stool of services. So our number one service line in terms of projects that we do is called cost segregation. Yeah. So that happens when a business or taxpayer purchases a property, whether that's an acquisition, new construction, or renovation. We go in and identify the assets that are considered short life assets. So those types of assets, the depreciation can be front loaded. So $1 today is worth more than $1 39 years from now. Yep. So that's John, my business partner. That's his expertise. Okay. Nobody better technically wise. He's been doing it for over 20 years. Our second leg of the stool is the research and development tax credit. So that was the original credit I was brought on board to do. That typically, the best opportunity is generally a manufacturer or software developer. But it's a credit for spending time, employees' time or money on creating a new or improved product or process. Okay. So a lot of times people think of like the lab coat and beaker type of R&D. So that's one of the examples, but engineers of new products, when they're spending time creating or improving a product, that's another type of R&D that we take a look at. Okay. Still do. That's probably our second or third biggest service line. Our third leg of that stool is state programs. So being located in the Southeast, specifically Georgia's been rated the best state in the country for businesses for 11 years in a row. That's right. Yeah. And one of the reasons for that are the great credits available in the state. So, and why a lot of states have programs, most states have between 10 and 30 tax credits, but the ones in Georgia, the thresholds are lower. For example, a job creation program, tax credit. There's a program in a number of states, South Carolina, Tennessee, we also do work there. Okay. But the one in Georgia, a company can get the credit for only adding 2 jobs from one year to the next. And that growth can happen organically. So, maybe they're just having a really good year and they need to add more employees. Well, they can go back and get that tax credit. Where in a lot of other states, they have to apply for this credit before they add those jobs. And a lot of times it's before they move into the area. So they really only get it if they are expanding or relocating into that state. So that's just an example why Georgia's so great. A couple of other programs we deal with in Georgia, the retraining tax credit. So that's when a company trains their employees on new software, equipment, or technology. They can get up to $1,250 per employee per year in that credit. And we like that one because any industry qualifies. It doesn't have to be just a manufacturer or warehouse and distribution. Any industry qualifies for it. Also, the state of Georgia reviews and approves the credit before it goes on the tax return. So a lot of times our clients really like that aspect of it. It helps calm their fears.
Yeah, certainty.
Yeah, exactly. Huh. And then the last program is called the Manufacturers Investment Tax Credit. So that's specific to manufacturers or telecommunications companies. If they purchase equipment that's used in the manufacturing or telecommunications process, they can get a credit 1 to 5% back of the equipment.
Okay. And
then that last leg of the stool is the renewable energy incentives. So that is putting solar panels on the roof. That's the Section 48 investment tax credit. 179D, energy efficient commercial building deduction. So that's a deduction if a company builds their facility using energy savings in HVAC, lighting, and building envelope. And then the last program that falls under that is called the 45L. That's on the residential side of that program. It's a credit. Generally, home builders get this credit if they're building their units in an energy efficient manner.